Welcome to Toffee TV. It's a daily extra, and we are early because we got stuff to do today. Some big meetings, some stuff we're gonna go and see. Can't say any more about it than that, but it's life changing. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's enough about.
I thought you were gonna say we're here and it's absolutely roasting.
It is absolutely roasting.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Two huge lights literally in front of us as well. Huge
27
lights.
degrees outside, 99 in here.
And you're wearing a training top.
Well, I just threw it on because I thought it's easy, and now I'm roasting.
Yeah, I thought you might be. Training tops that are supposed to be boss for training, and yet you die in them. They're so hot. But it's better than like what they used to wear. So please get your comments in, because we've got probably do about half an hour because we've got to be somewhere. So yeah, so Fabian Delph's just been presented in a press conference. I mean, you know, we weren't invited, but yeah, I mean, that's by the by. That's by the by. What did he have to say for himself?
Just said about how the lads have made him feel welcome, how we wanted to come here. He's impressed with the players, impressed with the manager. He can play a number of positions. He said he hoped Garner stays because he's a good player.
And he doesn't want any grief off people saying, you're supposed to be Garner's replacement, lad.
He didn't quite say that, but he probably meant it. And just about, he kept going on about work ethic and the will to win and bringing that, you know, to training every day in the dressing room and trying to push the lads to have that because it's massively important. Said the training's a bit different here. Said it's excellent. The levels are so quick. So all of that kind of stuff, very, very positive. Hinted that he'd be playing tomorrow night at Wigan. So first chance for Evertonians to get a glimpse of him. And said ultimately that he wants to be part of an Everton team that wins something because it's been far too long. And he said we all have to push in the same direction, but players are great, the staff are great, manager's good, and everything's going well so far. So
he was asked about the documentary as well, wasn't he? The Man City documentary. What did he say about that?
Was he? I didn't hear that bit.
I was sitting over there and I heard him being asked about the. It was no, okay, Baz.
No.
Probably onto some GoDaddy or something like that at the moment.
They asked him about what he's like in the dressing room.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. He said,
yeah.
"We've seen you in the documentary." Very vocal.
He just said he's very vocal. So you said you've always been like that. Yeah, but he was just talking in general about what he's like in the dressing room.
You're our press conference.
I'm telling you what he said. He said he's very vocal. He's been like that since he was at Leeds.
To the press
he
conference
sent me to the couch to watch it. He said he's always been very vocal, even when he was a kid at Leeds. Work ethic was drilled into him, and he tries to bring that to everything. So, and he'll push the lads, and he hopes the lads push him, and that was it. That was really. It's all very nice, all very, you know. Yeah. Amiable.
Okay. Comments. Matty got heart's face. Matty 101. Do us a favour. Don't talk politics in the Discord, especially not them politics. I'm just saying. There's a place for politics. It's not in Discord. We don't want people fighting with each other.
No, it's a nice.
Only about Everton.
Only about
not about politics.
Am I getting patron comments up here?
No, just do these comments. I'm just looking at your laptop. I just seen Matty and I knew there was some relevance.
Connell Norton, do you think Brandon Silva will pay over the odds for a centre forward in the final days of the window to avoid DCL being the main CF?
I don't know. I suppose it depends who they're actually looking at and how much they think the club that they want to deal with needs to get that player off the books, wouldn't it? You know, if it's a club that doesn't want to sell and has no intention of selling, or smells the desperation from Everton, then the price will go up. If a club has to sell, the price will go down. This is what we've seen last year with Yerry Mina. The problem is we don't necessarily know what the exact target is, so therefore we don't know what we're dealing with. But all you can do is hope that they know what they're doing. So far, we think we know that they're doing a good job.
They ought to sit and wait, haven't we, and wait it out. It's horrible.
Hadn't made a signing this time last year. We made our first signing a year ago tomorrow when we signed Richarlison, I believe.
It's horrible. It's horrible having to wait.
It is.
But that's all we can do, isn't it? It's all we can do. Stephen Kelly, all right, lads, sitting in the garden. Cold bottle of Stella, child free, watching you, lads. Hello, Steve. Steve also said, you think with the lack of strikers in the squad, it's worth giving Walcott a chance up front?
As I said, I think I said it yesterday, didn't I? It would have been a worthwhile exercise to play him up front instead of Nias, or it would be tomorrow night instead of Nias, because what's the point? Is the question, but. I do think it would be worthwhile just giving him a run and just seeing how he gets on.
I agree. He's going to be here this season, so we may as well look at different ways that we can use him.
Yeah.
Tim Whittle, when will toss him back in training?
Well, he was there, and he was doing the warm-ups and stuff like that. They're probably just being
easing him in.
Yeah, probably just making sure that knee. He looked all right. He didn't have his game hair on, so he wasn't playing.
He didn't have the thingy. When he had a picture of him, the hair was on.
It was very thick. It wasn't
like slapped on, but he wasn't baldy.
He couldn't have that in that heat.
He wasn't baldy. Connell Norton, what do you think the board expect this season as an absolute minimum? That's one for you.
I suppose. The board specialist. Listen, I suppose if you're the board, it's what you put. You only get out what you put in, I suppose, isn't it? Really?
That's why.
You had the cap on. How do you know you had the hair on if you had the cap on?
Yeah, I remember that. No, you know why? Because when I was talking to it, I remember thinking, or I don't remember thinking.
No, you don't.
Where's your hair?
No, you don't remember thinking because you'd been drinking the beers.
Shut up. Exactly what I was doing.
So what is the stream gone down?
Yes. Nope, we're back.
Okay.
No, I'm gone.
No, it's back. We're back.
Okay. Yeah. So, what do you think the board expect?
No. Hang on, now we're getting circles.
We're back again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think we're back. I don't. Oh! Yeah, we've got a bad stream. Hang on.
We've got a bad stream. Every day we keep thinking
No, why it is? It's because it's early and they're upstairs using the internet. That's why. Oh, lads, get off the internet, for God's sake. They must have just started doing something with the internet. Hang on, we're on green.
Matt's saying you did go. We're back.
Are we back?
If we're back, type so I can see. Probably Baz's phone. It wasn't my phone.
No, I think it's the internet upstairs. Because the office is full of reds,
full of buttes running around.
So I think we should be back on now.
Okay. The minimum the board expect.
I think at the end of the day, with I think you've got to put him, take out what you put in, haven't you? And for me, if we go and buy some big players or a big player, then the board can expect us or want us to say, right, we're going to finish in the top 6. But I don't honestly think they can expect us to finish in the top 6 at the moment. I just think that maybe a better cup run.
I've heard a couple of players mention a cup run this year.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
It's got to be. But I think you've got to aim as high as you can.
You've got to.
You've got to aim for
But I still don't think we will finish in the top 6 at this moment.
Well, at this moment, because we need to strengthen the squad. But if we can get the players we wanted, then the top 4's on.
Yeah.
But if we don't, if it's like it is now, then we will struggle for the top 6. So you'd have to try to get 7th. And that'll be a bit of a, Stephen Kelly said he did mention a documentary to him. And Tim Whittle, Ross Barkley with the match winner versus Barcelona.
Don't care.
Oh, have they played Barca, have they?
Must have,
for Chelsea.
Unless he's on.
Look to him. Do you have sunk in yet that we could have only have at least 57 games left at Goodison? That's it.
No, I don't care. I'm ready. I've been saying this for I've been ready for like 5 years to leave Goodison. It'll be sad the day we leave. I know it will. When the last season, it'll be sad, and I'll cherish it. but I'm ready to move into a new. What's the point in all of us being sitting here going, oh, where's the new ground, where's the new ground? If you're not ready to go, if you're not ready to embrace, I'm ready to embrace a new ground. I really am. I had this with me Ma's house last year. I thought it was going to be the saddest thing in the world, and it wasn't. Although I've created more better memories of Goodison than I did there.
There you go.
No, I honestly, I'm ready to move. Yeah. I'm ready to embrace the future. I love Goodison Park, and I will cherish it, and I'll cherish the memories. But you've got to move on in life, and I'm ready for that now. Otherwise, if you're not ready for it, then it's pointless moving. It's pointless getting excited about moving if you're not ready for it. As I say, it'll be sad.
We've got to move. So sooner the better, really. Yeah. Red Virus says Ingi Ajolfi.
It's basically because when we do the live shows, there's no one in here really. But at the moment,
well, it's sound. So
yeah, all the Reds are upstairs, and they're probably uploading stuff to YouTube, and you just been having a game of hide and seek. I mean, that's the level of content you're getting over there. I mean, you aren't getting live streams like this every day. Because there's no internet.
There you go. Tim Whittle, will he away kit be released before tomorrow? Possibly. Dan Osborne, alright lads, surprised you're not streaming from a beer garden. Got a meeting. But I don't know.
I'm not being funny.
Would we get a good internet connection in a beer garden?
When we're in here every day, working hard. I know I work. I mean, I've just spent. Do you see me teaching Billy then? Teaching I was.
You was chatting with Billy.
I was teaching Billy. Billy was honest to God, he doesn't even have to go to uni. He could just come here. He's getting everything here. Getting the life skills he needs to use OBS to do this.
I'm starting to speak to you.
What else is going on? Come on. Is that it? Is that all the messages?
Yeah, that's
go over
it.
to Patreon. Come
on,
I'm just swear GoDaddy. I don't care about GoDaddy.
Shut up.
It's the weirdest name and sound of a company
Who's got
ever.
the bigger rooms, Toffee TV or Redman?
Well, what I would say is they've got a slightly bigger room, and we had more like of a corner with our our main set. But now we've got this set, and there's another bit of the room over there. And what we're just going to do slowly is we're like a virus. We're taking over. We're just going to take over this
blue
studio
virus.
Bit by bit. The blue virus. We're going to take over this, but we can't do it all in one go because we don't want them to feel threatened. And you know what they're like when they feel threatened.
Yeah.
Clam up and get very hostile and start putting things out about booting players and that. So we're just going to do it slowly, and we're going to take over this, and we're going to have a. But you know what? We don't need loads of space. We've got a boss studio where we do our main shows. We've got the new live set, which is fantastic. This is all we need. It's not Step Brothers. We don't need somewhere to do star jumps. We've got loads of space.
We could probably.
We've got Billy over there doing something, even though he's told not to come in today.
Commitment.
I asked. Well, it's not Thursday. And he said, "I'm going to a festival." Swerve you lads. They were his exact words.
That's all they hate us.
I think.
I
think it's more like, you know what it is? It's like Danielson, Mr. Miyagi. No, first he's really like, no, wax on, wax off, but eventually it'll just be like, he'll be the one running over, giving us big hugs when he wins the Internet Cup. Stream Cup. Creator Cup. That's what he's going to do.
Gary Ward says, howdy.
Hello, Gary. Always here, no matter what time.
Southern, do you think Mason Holgate is Jags' replacement? And do you think we'll just try to get another loan for a centre-back?
I think if it ticks down to the last week, we might go and get a loan for a centre-back. But Mason, I don't know. Have to see if he's playing tomorrow. If he's playing tomorrow, then he should be one of the four. But listen, at the moment, we need another one in without losing another one. So.
Gary Ward, do you think the Kenyan government going after online gambling could cause Everton problems?
The thing is, right, I have no idea what's going on with this. Someone put a message on me earlier saying, can we do a show on it? I haven't got a clue what's going on. And if I haven't got a clue what's going on, I ain't going to start speculating on it, especially something like that. Sports Pager is got a lot of fingers and a lot of pies. Does it need Africa to sustain itself? The answer is probably yes, because has anyone ever put a bet on Sports Pager? I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know how entangled Everton are with them. Could Everton just walk away? You know, our sports pays there. Are they in real serious trouble? I just don't know, so we'll have to wait and see.
Matty 101, I seen a picture with you two, Mashiri.
Yeah, you did.
Stephen Kelly, it comes to the last day of the window. United haven't got rid of Rom and we haven't got a striker. Do you throw in a cheeky loan deal?
You could, but I don't think they'd loan him to us.
I don't think he'd want to come.
No.
Tim Whittle, which centre-back are you in for?
I don't know. We were in for Zuma.
We were in for Kurt in a big way. What did you, just on that, you seen obviously all the quotes last night from him. Did he sound like a man who was delighted to be staying at Chelsea to you with his quotes?
I felt like he was a man keeping his options open, but he knew which side his bread was buttered on. He knows Everton want him, so and that's not. He doesn't have to start telling the world, "I want to move to Everton." He's a Chelsea player. He did this when he signed for Everton. He was asked about loan. A Chelsea player. If one of our, or no matter what in life, flip it. If Everton had a player on loan, and that player, and you like that player, and that player was talking about staying at that club, how would you feel?
Well, we did have it. We had it last year with Lookman. Lookman wanted to stay at Leipzig, didn't he? The same as you.
How would you feel? How would you feel if a player you wanted to keep at your club started to talk about another club like that? How would you feel? So, all right, Chelsea, they're not the most like huggable club in the world.
No.
But they've still got fans. The fans still like their players, and until something happens, he's just going to keep doing what he does. It's called being a professional. It's not sulking. It's not, you know, there's a Euros at the end of the year. He wants to be in the French squad. Let's see what I would say right now, there's probably about a 75% chance he'll stay at Chelsea.
Yeah.
But for that 25%, he'll know that Everton will be there for him. But he owes Everton nothing at the end of the day. Like Bros.
Connell Norton transfer show this week. Try and do it tomorrow.
Try and do it tomorrow. Again, we're really pushed for time this week because we've got meetings and stuff. And
see if we can,
we're going to get all the regular stuff out. We've just got.
We'll see if we can just get it.
And then we've got the match tomorrow night as well.
We'll try. Wim Hendricks, hi everyone. Hello. Wim, Cumbria and Toffee, did the major shareholder have any interest in crack in Switzerland? He did say to people he wants 5 more signings, whatever that means, and money wasn't a problem.
When he met him, when we met him, there was a huge, wasn't it huge, it was a big mob of people. So he just smiled and said hi and all the rest of it, got pictures. He'd had, do you have lunch? Was on our coach.
He was in the restaurant where, well, a thing where they were, a bar where they were, thingy, and he spoke. No, well, he went over because they've had a meeting with him because it was to do with stuff. So
supporters.
He spoke to them and he said money's not a problem and 5 more players.
They want more players.
Who knows?
They do want more players. They are trying.
That was it, really. That was it. He was very upbeat. He did say we have to win this season, whatever that means.
Yeah.
So
everything.
Wim Hendricks says the one good thing about being is you can catch us early on the stream. Well, I hope you're all right,
yeah.
Wim. Are we going to Titanic on Thursday?
No.
Ingy wants to know if it's possible to get our podcast on Android.
Yes. Although the Breaker app is for iOS only. If you take at the top of the screen on the right, there should be a code, an RSS code. If you take that and put it into apps and stuff, podcast apps, that should load our podcasts up every day. And there's enough of them. There's about 3 shows every single day that go on podcast. I know that because I'm the muggins who does it. So yeah, that's the way you do it. You take that code. But anyone on iOS, make sure you go and get the Breaker app and listen to our shows on that because it's dead easy and it saves messing about. And if you're not, I'm just going to stop uploading them to you.
Yeah, that's the best.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it. They're not going to put the effort in to get it on there then. What's the point? Stephen Kelly says, I trust Marcel and Marco. If this was 4 or 5 years ago, we'd probably end up with Charlie Austin and Gary Cahill. But I personally would be happy with a centre forward and a centre back. Will Silva continue to mix in long balls to dominate his tactics from Tim Whittle?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
The best football is a hybrid of everything. I think don't get bogged down by 800 passes to get out your half. But have that ability to do that, but also have the ability to turn play round very quickly. The same as the other lot do. They play loads of long direct balls, but it's effective. And
it's not against the law.
But you do whatever you do to win games. But if you can mix it, then you're difficult to play against, aren't you? United used to be brilliant at that. Under Ferguson, they play any which way. They play short, they play long, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And that was what it was about. But what's your are you just hoping that there's 2 deals in terms of outs at the moment, which are currently ongoing, 2 high-profile outs, which obviously Ademola Lookman and Idrissa Magaye. Did you watch the video, sang from Jeff? This song goes out to Idrissa Magaye. What do you call him, Magaye? Anyway, are you hoping for a swift resolution in both of these things? Just get them done and dusted.
I mean, who wants a long resolution?
No, but you know what I mean. Would you just rather go, they're both gone tomorrow and we move on?
Yeah, definitely.
Because the Ghana thing,
I want to keep Ghana, but
yeah,
if he wants to go and then negotiating, then you've got to get it done, haven't you?
I think he does want to go, and therefore for me, get rid of him.
Yeah,
you know, and the same at Lookman out the door, and then we can full steam ahead with getting people in the door, because I know that's still. They're both going side by side. The twins tracking both of the things, but I just think that we don't want players in our squad who don't want to be here. Get rid of them, especially if we're in the squad. People like McCarthy and that is a different thing.
I just want us to get someone in now that like ticks a box that we really need. Just so that we can, it's done.
I think if we got a centre forward in, I think everybody would.
Yeah.
I think everyone would calm, and I think everyone would be buoyed. Especially if it was like Moise Keane, say, because everywhere we're after him. If he could get that deal done, I think everyone would go up a level then, and the excitement would kick in, and then I think people would be patient and get a centre back in, and we might be able to get him in. I think the longer it runs on each day, it cranks up again, doesn't it? And we all need a striker, we know we do. Stephen Kelly, 15 years ago since Tim Cahill joined the club, your favourite Tim Cahill moment? This goal against
Sunderland last minute?
No, Newcastle for me when we finished 4th. Then he scored and he just went, and that was it. We knew the game was done. Ran away giving it all that. But there was loads. I loved Timmy. Loads of goals he scored. He was brilliant. He'd come up big in so many games. Anfield, last away off the Arteta free kick. There was loads. He was just he was a player who always turned up in the big games for you. Always
loved big games.
Loved it. The derby, you know, when he.
We haven't had
Alonso.
We haven't had anyone since who loves playing in big games.
Thrives on it. Yeah. Thrived on it. Absolutely. Dan Osborne can see Schneiderlin becoming a mainstay in this team this season if Ghana goes.
Different players. Not the same player. He's not going to get in. He's not going to play him. Schneiderlin's Gomez's replacement or backup. Sorry. Different players.
I think if no one come in, Belford play there, wouldn't he? Really. Yeah. M. O'Keefe 96 is buying a backup right back really a necessity. I think Holgate can do a job there. To me, it's not a necessity. I understand why he wants it, and I understand that he's looking at Coleman and then maybe thinking, well, he's getting a bit older, can he do it again? And that's the right way to do it if you're the manager. We didn't do this with Baines and it held us back. But for me, it isn't a necessity. If there was 4 players or 5 players he wanted to bring in, for me, that would be number 5 on the list. Yeah. It certainly wouldn't be near the top. I mean,
yeah, I'm the same. It's something presented itself.
Alone.
I wonder. I'm not being funny. I want a right back that's going to replace Seamus Coleman. That's what I don't want to. I don't want to
back up.
I don't want a backup right back. I want someone who's going to replace him. Simple as that. And I think that's what we should be looking for. But
we've got cover there, haven't we? Holgate can play there. Fabian Delph just said in his press conference he's played there before and done it. Tom Davis, in my opinion, can play there. So we've got cover of players who can go and do and fill in and do that job. I just think for me that's in a list of priorities. A right back's way down the list for me. It's one of them. If it was me now today, centre forward first and foremost, centre back, right winger, left-footed right winger, and then obviously if Garner goes, it becomes a centre midfield player, and then it would be the right back. I mean, are you different in that priority list?
No.
So we'll have to wait and see, obviously, but see, I haven't ruled Holgate out personally. Steve went to buy his lad who's 3, the goalkeeper, Toffee, got sold by the club. We only
sell 5 to 6 years. Another example of why they're crap. That might come from Umbro, because if they're the ones who make them, but then make them in short sleeve shirts as well. Oh, didn't they say they were doing that? Oh well.
Steve, I don't know what to say. It's not great, is it? Let's be honest. Cumbrian Toffee with Bramley Moore images coming out this week. What are you both wanting to see regarding stadium design? I want to be wild. That's what I want. I've heard for a long time how it's going to be iconic, how it's going to be, we're going to be blown away, it's going to be steep on top of the pitch, it's going to be this, that and the other. Too much information at times for your brain to process it without it being Homer's car, as you say. Yeah. So I want to see it, and I want to go, oh my God, I can't wait for us to move into that place. That's what I'm not going to lie. I think it'll be a mixture of brick and glass.
I think a lot of it comes in the presentation as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see things on pictures and stuff like that, and it can give off a certain impression. It's got to be put across the right way, and I think obviously they're going to do that with having like models and virtual reality and flybys and all the rest of it. So it's how they show it. It's got to be daytime, nighttime, and really get across the little details that make you go, oh yeah, because really they're the things that when you go to the match are important, aren't they? The little details, you know. Yes, something looks amazing, but what are the practicalities of the place? What's it going to have? Oh, it's going to have this and it's going to have that. Then suddenly you start going, oh yeah. I mean, Tottenham's grounds looks amazing, but actually it's when you start seeing all the little things inside, like the massive concourses with the bars and all those things that you go on the match and you makes it a better experience for you. They're the things I'm looking for.
It's difficult to process it all in your head because it's an image. It's just being information without even getting any kind of imagery at the moment. So we'll know soon enough. But that for me is what I'm looking. I want to be wild. Simple as that. Stephen Kelly says, "Think the green goalie set, by the way, is really smart on the positive side." Tim Whittle, who do you think will be the new club captain? Well, it's Seamus, isn't it?
I think Baines will be the club captain.
Do you?
I think so, and I think Seamus will be the team captain.
Interesting.
But I might be wrong.
Interesting. I mean, Seamus walked him out the other day. I don't know. Wim is saying, hang on, that's just not come up. We must have a question here. Oh yeah. We have gotten someone in the club to sort out the footballing side, namely Marcel Brands. Why haven't we done the same for the commercial side? What do you think we have? If we haven't done this, in your opinion, do you know who could be our Marcel Brands on the commercial side of things?
We changed the board last year. We give everyone particular roles. It's Sasha, isn't it?
Sasha's finance as well, though, isn't he? So
that's his remit, isn't it? But I don't know. I mean,
the reality is I don't know either.
Whoever it is, I don't think they're very good at the job. I think see, that's what annoys me, little things about what Steve's just said there, about not being able to get the goalie hit in certain sizes and not being able to get short sleeve versions of it, and it's all the things that we don't do that annoy me, that we need to start, that someone obviously feels like it's okay and it's not, because other clubs do. They make sure there's plenty of sizes and variations. And
do you still feel as though
Yes, the question you're going to ask me, massively, we're just behind.
Yeah.
We're just behind, aren't
Are we
we?
still thinking small time now? And it's almost like we think like this. We don't want to stretch past what we should do.
We'd rather save a penny than make a pound. Said it for years. The thinking has continued. No one is changing that thinking for me. No one is. This put it like West Ham, right? West Ham are doing a kit that they call a under 18s kit, right? So it goes up to a men's extra large, and essentially it's their kit with no sponsor on it. So anyone who wears up to an extra large can, if they wanted, go and buy a shirt
without the
sponsor on it. And their new kit is really nice and has echoes of the 1980 FA Cup side. So you don't want it. You wouldn't really want it with a sponsor, would you? So it's little things like that clubs like even clubs like West Ham are offering. There's a lot of people out there who don't like sports pages. Now imagine you give them the option and said to them, right, we've got this new under 18s kit. It hasn't got a sponsor on it. Things like that. I just think that's clever. That's giving people an option that they might go. Because you used to say there aren't people out there who just went, I'm not buying a kit. I'm not wearing anything with the Buckies on it. It's completely against my values. I'm not putting a Buckies on my shirt. And you know what I'm saying? Like it comes automatically stuck onto your kit. What if there's an option not to have it? West Ham have created that in a very clever way by saying, well, it's an under 18 shirt. And you have under 18s that are extra large. Under 18s can't be wearing their sponsors because they have a Buckies as well, because it's Betway. It's little things like that people might go, you know what, that kit's boss, it looks so clean, but I don't like the sponsor. You know, we've seen Paddy Power doing this initiative, and they're a Buckies, and saying, we're going to have these clean shirts off the Huddersfield thing. I think it's now Huddersfield and Newport is sponsored as well, and they're not going to have a sponsor on because they're sponsoring them. Give people an option. Give people an option not to have the sponsor on if they want. Give people an option to buy their kids goalie tops because that's what they want to buy. I guarantee there's people out there who, if you give them the option, would buy their kids home, away, third. And if you brought out goalie kits, would buy them. And if they were in short sleeves, that would be even better for them. I'm not having a go at anyone. I'm just saying that these things other clubs do, and I see loads of people walking around with Liverpool goalie tops on. Loads of people, because they're short sleeve and they're actually quite a nice. Like they're not over the top. I think last year's was pink, and I seen, without sounding sexist, I did see a lot of girls wearing it. I remember when Everton bought out the women's pink tops for their breast cancer, and my missus has got both of them, and I remember like looking at a stampede to the shop to get it. Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of people loved that kit. It was a special edition, and it's little things like that when you think out the box sometimes. I don't think we think out the box enough. I really don't. I don't think we do. I don't think we're clever enough at times.
Grim, innit? It's grim. David Embleton says, totally agree, Baz. Good mix of football instead of fannying about like comical alley. Yeah. And Daniel Bronson says, anyone else had trouble on the official website regarding the digital membership recently? Daniel, every time I go in to like watch a video or something, I have to go in, then I have to log out, and then I have to log back in again, and then I can watch it. When I just go in, log in first time, it says to me, buy a membership here, right. And it's like, no, hang on a sec, I'm already a member. I'm a member and I'm a season ticket holder.
Can I ask, right, so it's 2000 we're past the halfway point of 2019. Yeah. We've just celebrated 50 years of going to the moon. Is there any reason why any of these live games that are on telly shouldn't be coming through to your phone on the Everton app, and therefore being able to cast them to your TV?
No. My mother-in-law said last night to me, I'm not going to say how old she is, but she's got an iPhone. Yeah. She couldn't watch the match the other day. It wouldn't work.
No, it won't.
Just won't work.
It won't work on the phone. The app won't work on the app.
Which is
it's just 2019. Man City have just launched a new TV service for £2 a month,
amazing.
Which you can get on all kinds of apps on your TV. You'll be able to cast it. It's going to be on Apple TV and all the rest of it. You can be able to watch all the highlights 24 hours after the game. You're going to be able to watch some of their friendlies. We're still relying on a website that you need to find the game on. Now, if Everton want to hide their games on a website. Fair enough. Liverpool put it on a channel, Man United put it on a channel, Chelsea put it on a channel, Arsenal, I think theirs are all on Premier TV. Cities have got this, so I understand that everyone wants to make them exclusive and put them behind a paywall or whatever, and Everton are doing that with the members thing. Fair enough. But stop making it so hard.
Just make it easier.
Make it easier. There's no reason why, in this day and age, those games shouldn't be going into the app, and then the app should be, you should be able to cast them. Do you know what the reason why you can't do that is because Everton are cheap. Everton are cheap. It's as simple as that. They have not gone. Man City have obviously gone to a top company and got this made and have paid a lot of money for it. Everton are cheap. And what they won't do is come back to the fans and say, we want £2 a month off you. If they asked for £2 a month and the service was amazing, people would pay it. People have Netflix for £7, £8, £9 a month and probably don't watch it half the time, but they know anytime they want to watch it, they can just click it on and they know it's on. They know it's there. They know it. Everyone who bitches about the BBC, by the way, and I'll go on the iPlayer. It's incredible. The iPlayer is incredible. It's there. It's ready to go. You can watch anything you want. It's ready. If you have it on through your telly,
got to log in. Got to go email. You've got to set it all.
No. It takes 2 minutes to set up.
I set it last week.
It's easy. iPlayer.
It's great once it's working.
iPlayer is the fucking easiest thing in the world to use. And once it's on, it's on. You can go onto your telly, and if you've got the iPlayer, you can rewind the show, go back to the start if you haven't got Sky Plus and all that. There's no reason. Everton are just being cheap. That's all it is. They're just being cheap.
Okay. Gary Ward wants the Taj Mahal with turf on the stadium reveal. And Owen Peter says Everton coming to the US capital to play Rooney and DC United should have been a no-brainer.
DC United, Colorado. They should have been this too. Tim Howard, Wayne Rooney. Get all the Evertonians to both of the games. No problem. That should have been no-brainer. 2 games right there. Facilities amazing over there. Should have been a no-brainer. Get it done. Testimonial for Tim Howard. Tim Howard's testimonial could have been Everton versus Colorado, and it would have been amazing. You would have had all the Evertonians. It would have been amazing. DC versus Everton at DC's ground.
Yeah.
Would have been amazing.
Aldi Field.
Would have been loads of blues there.
That'd have been
East Coast would have been superb.
Wouldn't have gone on the coast though.
These are the things, and these are the things I would love if I had a chance to sit down with the people who run the club. These are the things I would love to have a chat with them and ask them why they don't do them, why they feel that they don't do them, or what's the reasons. But there you go. Right, 2 more minutes.
Okay.
Go.
Dan Osborne says a streaming service for pre-season friendlies would help as well. It would. Steve Kelly says, Baz, what you said then about acting small time is spot on, and then it translates to the fans' attitude towards everything, and that's why you see the fume. It will continue until a massive statement is made, which the ground could be. True. J-Mac, I tried buying Crystal Palace tickets using my phone, and I couldn't because there was an agent offline button over the buy button. And Tim Whittle says, are we still in for that Brazilian lad, Rainier Jesus? Who knows? Is the reality. Who knows? There was big stories about him over last week. There was people saying the deal's been agreed, but then I'd read yesterday Liverpool were getting him, so who knows?
We'll wait and see.
We'll see.
Positive.
We will see. Lucas says, I don't understand why the link for the games are at the bottom of the website, Everton that. And Wim Hendrick said even if they asked £10 a month, he'd pay it if it worked. And that's it, isn't it?
If Everton said, for £2 a month, we'll have a service that is impeccable. It's its own standalone app. You can get it on your telly, you can get it on the PlayStation, you can get it on your phone, you can cast it. I think so many Evertonians would get it.
Do you think we could do it?
Listen, if we had, I'm totally being 100% genuine now. If we had the finances that Everton had, right? We could stream Everton games because we could have an app easily where we could put all this stuff if we had Everton's money.
Yeah.
We could stream live through the app. We're streaming through an app right now onto people's phones. How difficult you know what I mean? I know sometimes the stream drops and stuff, but that's only because we've got
we're sharing
internet and it's not like the best thing. I mean, it's good internet, but it's not the greatest internet in the world. You know, even stupid things for us like wires. They're just normal wires. They're not like copper protected, which a top sort of institution would use. You know, like the BBC or Sky or any of them. They'd have proper hard cables so that if you walked around the room and kicked one of them, it wouldn't send the internet to Mars. They'd have proper, like, you know what I'm saying? We're dealing with basic equipment.
What you're saying is if our patrons paid us...
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying what our patrons give us is amazing.
No, it is. And it enables this.
We can do...
So imagine what Everton could do.
We can do live streams, right? Any time of the day. Normally they're all fine. We've basically got it figured out, haven't we? We've basically got it figured out. Sometimes the internet is... We can't control that. But everything else we've basically figured out. So why can't Everton do that? It's not much different. It's if you've got the things in place, it's not that different. So, right, we're gonna have to leave there because we're gonna have to shoot off. We've got to shoot off to town.
Oh, let me finish with Wim. I would have gotten the membership because I can't live in the area, and I rely on online services to get all my Everton info. However, I know the service is bad, so I won't get it. And that's it. That's someone. You know, how many more Wims are there who just look and go, well, you know what, it's not great, so what's the point? They're leaving money, aren't they?
Wims across the world. There you go.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sing when you're women.
Sing when you are women. Big thanks to everyone for coming on the stream. Sorry it's early, but we've got to shoot off. But brilliant interaction again, as always. We'll be back tomorrow. Again, big week. We'll be earlier tomorrow as well, because the match and stuff later on. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all later.